What is good, YouTube? I'm back again with another video, and today we are reacting to she left her marriage and joined a dating app, but now she regrets it. You guys, when it comes to getting married and all of that, you guys already know how I feel about marriage. I feel like here in Canada, in the West, bro, you know, like it could go good, it could go bad. There's a 50% divorce rate here. But let's see, why she left her husband.
It was the things that he said in the way that made me feel that's the reason why I'm not with him today. And one of those things that he said to me was when we were already splitting up and I was moving out. And I was telling him, like, hey, we don't need to do a nasty divorce, but like, you do need to like give me some money to go on about my way because I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past year and a half, and I don't have anything to show for that year where I could have been earning money.
I do feel like if it's a situation where the woman was a stay-at-home mom, I'm not going to lie, and the guy was working, I honestly do think that that is a valid reason, to ask for some money. But let's continue.
At home taking care of us, like, you got to work because of my sacrifice, so I deserve something. And like nothing unreasonable, but just something so that I can breathe, so that I'm not like paycheck to paycheck, literally. And he told me, he said, and I also said that, yeah, I didn't work, but like I provided value because I gave birth to 2 children and I raised them. And I
totally valid, totally valid. I do not discredit women's work. It's not easy to raise a kid. It really isn't easy.
Helped with family life. And his answer was, what you did, that's not how value works. What you did it have any value? Because there was a lot of women who wanted to give me kids. I could have had kids with anybody.
I don't think that is fair. I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that that's fair. When it comes to the whole, feminist thing and women hating men and men hating women, I'm really like in the middle. Like I look at things from both points of views. But let's see where this keeps going.
But you can't just run out and go find a man to provide for you any day of the week. So me providing for you was more valuable than you giving me 2 children. And like, I just really want to spare like any young woman what you go through to bring these children to this planet is not worth what they're telling you is going to be your reward.
Things have changed. A lot of things have changed. In the past, I don't know, bro. The whole concept of love has really, really changed over the last few years. In the past, you like, even when it came to raising children, and this is how I was raised. It wasn't just my mom and my dad that raised me. I had aunties, I had uncles, I had community, and even when my parents would fight, there would be people that would try and, bring them together. But like in 2025, like everyone is so individualistic. Everyone is by themselves. Everyone is very to themselves. I do, when it comes to this, I always say it's social media, 100%. Well, let's keep going.
I had to sit there and hear him say that to my face. When they say marriage is a humiliation ritual, this is what they mean. I've forgotten more shit that he said like that to me than I can remember.
I don't trust anybody who will turn on a camera and put their personal business out there to the world, much less turn on a camera and starts crying. I just think that's a sign of mental issues. That's just what I think. Now, this chick, she wants her husband that she decided to walk away from. She walked away from the marriage.
I mean, she decided to walk away. Interesting. You
And
guys, let me. I don't know what's going on. Let's like I'm following this story the same way you guys are following this story. I'm just going based off what I'm hearing.
and she is demanding her husband to provide some type of financial assistance for her since she decided to be a stay-at-home mom. And he's not going for that, right? Because in all reality, pretty much she wanted him to give her money while she goes seek a new man. That's pretty much what it is. But what's very interesting though, this is how she feels about a job.
Having to text your manager that you're going to be late because you're taking your daughter to her first day of school and there was a lot of things going on. It's just like, it's almost like you're a child.
Almost like what now?
And like, it should just be fine to be late. Like, it literally should just be fine to be late unless it's a...
Okay, me personally, I'm not going to lie. There was a point in time where I was never on time for work, but I will say that was the old me. I don't think that that's a good thing. It's disrespectful to do that.
Thing others.
This is her mindset. She thinks you should be able to show up to work whenever you feel like it. All right? So if you own a company and you hire a person, it will cost you money to hire that person. So that person got to produce enough production at work for it to make sense.
Makes sense.
Or else,
True.
if they don't, you will go out of business. So her mindset is, you should be able to come to work whenever you feel like it. I mean, it's just a job. So obviously, this woman is extremely privileged. So it's not surprising that she is leaving her husband and she's demanding him give her money since she was a stay-at-home mom raising their kids. Now, to me, if I'm married to a woman and she wants to leave the marriage, my main focus is to provide for the kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do provide for the kids. Do provide for the kids. Do provide for the kids. But am I wrong for thinking that, like, and you guys let me know in the comments if I'm wrong for thinking this way. If I was in this position, only God knows why they were breaking up. According to this, it says the title said she left her marriage and joined a dating app, but now she regrets it. Like, if you're going to leave the marriage, cool, I'll support you for a bit, maybe 6 months, and then go and find a job. Am I always going to support my kids? Yeah, because those are my kids. But then fully support another human being. You left. You want to leave. And that's all fine and dandy. You had my babies. You had my babies. So because of that, I would believe that there's still some love for you in my heart. So if I'm making good money, I'll support you for like 6 months. But after that, I'm just focusing on my kids. Am I wrong for thinking that? Let me know. Put it down in the comments.
Not her. Not her. The kids. I'm focused on providing and raising my kids. Because like I said, she wants that man to give her money while she seek out another man. Isn't that crazy? Check this out.
How I ended up on this date was because I'm newly single. I was going out of town and I just wanted to go on a date. But I didn't want to go on a date with anyone that really reminded me of my ex. But I also just didn't want to go on a date with anyone who I perceived to be like, I don't know, just like that stereotypical.
Wait, what? My dates with an incel is so important. What?
Energy of masculines taking you on a date, like trying to get something out of it, like
So hold on.
peacocking and all.
Let's start this again. I wasn't really paying attention.
Was because I'm newly single. I was going out of town and I just wanted to go on a date, but I didn't want to go on a date with anyone that really reminded me of my ex. But I also just didn't want to go on a date with anyone who I perceived to be like, I don't know, just like that stereotypical energy of masculines taking you on a date, like trying to get something out of it, like peacocking and all that. I really just wanted to have fun. So I matched with this guy on a dating app.
Guys do not go. I don't know about guys going on dates just for fun. If I'm going out, if I'm like, okay, I'm taking you out on a date, I'm spending my money, thinking, oh, this is, I don't want to say this is an investment, but in 2025, that's how it is. You don't just spend money for fun the older you get. Money has a reason why it's being spent. Like you can't just be spending your money anyhow. Like every now and then, if I'm going to spend my money on fun, I'm going to have fun by myself. But if I'm taking a girl out, it can't just be for fun. Like, I'm working, like we're working towards something. As if it's a date, we're working towards something.
And mind you, I was only on the dating app for this purpose. So I was not trying to meet anyone to date. I was just trying to meet someone for this trip that I was going on to go on a date during this trip. That's it. He was a stand-up comedian. It was all over his profile. I love stand-up comedy. When he matched with me and he matched with me, I messaged him in response to like a really funny joke that he had, like some sort of punchline or one-liner. And as we had a conversation, he was just very funny and charming in the text. We never talked on the phone. First mistake. So he invited me to this place where it was kind of like a game hall, like pool, board games, and things of that nature.
Okay.
I was totally down for that because, like I said, I just wanted to have fun. Like, it wasn't about courting or going somewhere fancy. I just wanted to have fun. So when I get there, I'm kind of like, this place is a bit of a dive, but it was fine. I got in there. Y'all, I met the guy. And what I could say is, like, his pictures online, he wasn't my type. He wasn't a stereotypically attractive guy.
I don't get why, like, girls do this, bro. Girls will not be attracted to you, and then they'll still let you take them out on dates and spend money. This has happened to me before, and since I know that, I'm kind of like anytime I want to take a girl out on a date, I'm always like, at the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, like, what if she's just doing this just to get a free meal? Like, it's happened, it's happened. Not that I don't think I'm a handsome looking young man. I think I'm chef's kiss, but I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. I just don't think that you should be like, you should take girls on dates. Sorry, I don't think that girls should be entertaining guys that they don't find attractive. Like, just leave us alone, and we'll leave you alone, and that's fair game.
He was ethnically, but he was more like Middle Eastern, and it was never about that for me. But when I met him, I noticed that like the confidence and the communication skills that were in the text messages were completely missing. Like he couldn't really hold a conversation that felt enthusiastic and genuine. It honestly seemed like he was trying to just monitor what I was saying and just say whatever I wanted to hear. So I was like, oh, okay. But honestly, I just felt compassionate. I was like, this guy, he seems like he's had it hard. Like, he's not very physically attractive. He seems kind of nerdy and shy, which is odd because he's a stand-up comedian. But, like, it's fine. Like, my energy is very...
Listen, bro, when we like a babe, at least most guys, we get shy. If we really find you attractive, we be shy. I be shy. Especially at first. Like, if I really like you, I'm shy, yo. A shy guy, like forget the fact that like I'll come on here and yap on the internet. Like, if I really like, I'm shy. Like, what can I say? What can I say? Like, I'm shy. Maybe like I might like a story here, But for the most part, I'm shy. Like, I'm a shy guy.
Open and accepting, so I was just like, let's go with it. So we hang out and get food, and I don't drink, so no drinks. and we ended up playing board games, basically. And to be honest, it was very uneventful. Nothing really happened. We talked a little bit about him being Palestinian, and I let him know like how, like fuck IDF, But ultimately, it was just a non-starter. Like it wasn't an amazing date, but it just wasn't what it was. I feel like he kind of put on in the text messages to be something maybe that he's just not comfortable being in real life. Tell me why. When I get home, I text him, I say, thanks for a good time. And he says, yeah, I really appreciate that. I just want you to know, since I don't know if I'm going to see you tomorrow, I'm really well endowed, and I want you to sit on it. When I saw that text come through my phone, I really couldn't even believe what was happening because, mind you, this man has no riz, no charisma. He's very, very shy.
That's very, very weird to say. That's very strange to say.
Introverted. When he laughs, it kind of sounds like the Joker in the
That's very weird to say.
Joker movie, where it's like, are you okay? Like, it's a very off-putting laugh that he has. And he never made any sexual advance towards me at all. It was very almost like I'm on a date with a 12-year-old kid. So for him to have the gall to text me that.
Yo, I truly feel bad for the man who saw this woman and said to himself, I want to marry her. I want to start a family with this woman. Just think about it, fam. This woman left her marriage to go on a dating app. And in her mind, which is pure BS, she was on there hunting for new dinner. But she claims she was on there for fun or whatever the case may be. But just think about that, bro. She left a marriage to go on a dating app. And this is what I mean when I say some women wants to be married, but they don't want to be a wife.
I mean, the whole thing is kind of complicated. Let me know. I think that or am I missing the point? I think that it's cool. Like, if you're in a marriage and the thing is not working out for you anymore, you want to go and explore your cool. Um, if you want to be on a dating app, cool. Like I don't see the issue. The one issue that I see is dating for fun. I don't believe in like if a guy is going out and spending his money, then come on now. He's not doing it for fun. I do think that what the guy said was weird, talking about he's endowed and she should come and sit on it after the dates. I personally think that that's kind of weird. Am I tripping?
Prepared and they are not built to be a wife. You got to pay attention to a woman's actions. If a woman is willing to leave a marriage and a man that she had kids with to do some shit like that is very telling. That's a woman who belongs to the streets. And as men, this is why you have to be very selective and take your time, get to know a woman, do a background check. If a woman is making weird videos and crying on the internet and things like that, if she's putting up videos on the internet talking about her relationship, if she's going to the internet and putting her relationship information out there, keep away from a woman like that, bro. I'm just trying to tell y'all. This is what I mean when I say the signs are always there. To me, that screams mental issues.
Hey, you guys, I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to give you guys my last and final take. So I personally don't think that this is a very, very strange situation. I think that this happens all the time. Like, people get divorced, she's still young, she's still pretty, she's out there on a dating app having fun. In terms of her wanting money, I think that truly she was out of a job, and truly I do believe that raising children is a value. You guys, I don't know, I'm not sure about this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section though.